Hi. How's everybody doing today? Glad you could join me. Okay, am I turned the right way or am I sideways? Hi, Laurie. Hi there. Can somebody tell me if I'm turned the right way or if my Bible is sideways? Okay, good. All right, we're going to continue this nameplate page today. I'm doing great. I hope y'all are too. It's cold here though. I'm ready for spring to come, and it's not here yet. It's supposed to be 19 degrees, I think, in the morning. So I'm ready. If some of y'all have spring where you are, send it my way. Okay, for those that weren't on the first one, I've already done a video for this one, and it's on YouTube, and my channel there is Susan Gazinski. Periscoping at Steak and Shake. Okay, sometimes the replays are better because it takes care of the issues with Periscope sometime blanking in and out. So glad you could be here for a few minutes anyway. Okay, so like I said, this one is on my YouTube channel, and it's Susan Gazinski. Some of you have been posting your beautiful work, and sometimes I don't see it on Facebook because I don't get tagged. On Facebook, my name is Susan Howell Gazinski. So if you start typing that and you see it highlighted in blue, then click on that, and then I'll be able to see it. I found one this morning that was posted a week or so ago that I would have totally missed if it hadn't been for me looking for something else. So please let me know if you do any of these drawings. And I've seen a couple of people do this one, and they've done a great job with it, so I hope you will try some of these things. Today we're going to do these yellow ones. I'm not going to do a scope on this one because it's just like the cone flowers that I did in watercolor, except on this one I used pencils. So that's on the YouTube channel, so if you need to see this one, go back and watch it. It's the same thing, except I outlined with the this micron pen and did the little hatching just the same way I did on this flower. So I'm going to start with the daffodils, and then I'll do these little, I'm calling these buttercups. I'm not sure exactly what they are. And like I said, these may not be exact representations of what the real flowers are, but you can take artist license when you're drawing it. Okay, I'll see if I can do this here so you can see what, the finished product's going to look like. Okay, to draw the daffodil, I just made an oval. And I'm doing this one bigger so you can see it. And then from each side of the oval, come down and make like a glass and round it at the bottom. And then I make a line, an oval around here like this. And that's going to show me where my petals are going to go. I don't do it this dark in my Bible because you want to erase these lines. I'm just doing it dark here so you can see it. Okay, and then I'm going to go back and draw in the petals, and you can come across the line a little bit, but that just gives you a guideline. I didn't exactly do that one the right way. And you continue on around with that. Okay, then I'm going to just go ahead and do this with the pen. I go back in, and just like I did here on this flower, I'm going to make this kind of wavy going around with the micron pen. Same thing, just going over these lines. I made this a bit long, I think, so maybe I should shorten it a little bit. I've made that line there and it's not perfect, but it'll be all right, just for the demonstration. Okay, so then I'll make a little, I think on a daffodil it has one thing that stands up taller and then it has some other little things around it, something like that. Okay, now let me erase these lines. Oops, I'm going to put it down on the table to do that. And like I said, if you don't draw dark, you don't have to work this hard at erasing it. Okay, and I didn't totally get it done. So then I'm going to do the same thing that I did on this flower. Wherever it dips down, I'm just going to put a little cross hatching. Like, that's not really cross hatching, it's just little lines coming down. And you see I didn't totally erase my pencil. And I'm going to put a kind of a shadow under here, so I'm going to put little lines there. And some down the side. A few at the bottom. These are very light. Don't draw dark, solid lines like that. I'm just barely touching the pen down to the paper. Okay, and I'm going to do them at the bottom of these petals. See if I can cover up my boo-boo here. And where a petal, this petal is on top, I'm going to put this one in the shadow as well. And this one. And you can put a few at the ends too. Okay. Now I'm going to just color with a solid yellow all over the whole daffodil. Except when I did mine, I tried not to color these parts in the middle, but it doesn't matter because I'm going to shade around them in a minute so they'll still stand out. Y'all are quiet. Has anybody got a question? You might have asked one and I missed it. I'm drawing this standing up and trying to look at the phone at the same time and see if you ask anything. All right, I'm going to go back with an orange. Okay, I'm glad. And I'm going to shade in, I don't know if that's the, use a little bit darker one. Oh, I'm so glad. That makes me happy. Now this time when I go around, I won't color in that center part, so it'll be different. And I'm making one of the daffodils that's this part is orange, but these aren't. I might put a little bit on there, but not as much as I do here. Put a little down here. Okay. And you can go back and use the yellow on top of that and color darker and kind of burnish that in, smooth it out. And then I'm going to use an even darker, this brown, and I'm going to make, actually that's not mahogany red, it says. But like I said, if you don't have these colors, you can make do with less. I'm just wanting this to look, because it's in here deeper, I want it to be darker. I'm going to darken the sides and leave the middle lighter. And you can see that gives it more of a rounded effect. And then I'm going to darken in here. And where I did the cross hatching, I'll darken along there because that petal is underneath. And if you wanted to put a few little lines here and there, you could with that. Hi, Carol. Okay, so that's basically it for the daffodil, and so I just did 2 of those, and it's basically the same thing, just turned a different way. Okay, for the buttercup, let me put this top. Okay, I lost my pencil. Oh, right here. Okay, for this one, you're just going to draw an oval again. Put a little rounded part right there, and it's kind of like a cup at the bottom. And then I'm going to do my petals in. Come up from the bottom, and I'm going to make these shaped like this. It probably would be wiser to do this with a pencil, but I'm just trying to save time. So if you just kind of look for the basic shape of things and see what that is, and then, oops, I forgot my center. Okay, and then do the same thing with this. Do the little light lines all in here at the deeper part of the flower. And then maybe some with these, because this petal is on top. And for this, I don't know what the center of a buttercup really looks like, but I'm just making it green like that. And I'm going to do the same with the yellow. Color it in. Oops, that's not a very good color, yellow. Darken a little at the bottom in the shadow areas. And you could also do some little lines in that part of the petal that goes down, just like I did on this one. And that's basically how you do that. Let me show you, do a leaf real quickly. For these leaves, you can do like this and then curve this part around like that. It's not very graceful, but anyway, that looks like that's turned under. So then when you color it, you could color the whole thing green and then darken. I would put lines underneath if you're doing this pen and ink style. And so it looks like the leaf is turned under. And with these long ones, it's the same principle. Just make your long leaf your whatever. So it'll look like it's turned under. I didn't do that very well. Let me try again. Well, it is pretty easy. If you break it down, I mean, if you looked at this whole thing and said, oh my gosh, I can't do this. But if you break it down into steps, then, you know, it's not hard. And that's why I'm here, to give you more confidence. Okay, so you get the idea of the leaves. All right, girls, any questions? I'll continue hopefully tomorrow and add on to this. And like I said, you don't have to put it on the nameplate. You can, I know the people that did the flowers yesterday put it in a different place in the Bible. So, you know, this can apply anywhere. It doesn't have to be on the nameplate page, but that just happens to be where I'm doing it. So I thank you for joining me today. You're so welcome. I hope you enjoyed it, Molly. Is it Molly or Molly Jane? And hope you'll join me again. Thanks a lot. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thanks for coming in today. See you next time.